today's a really, really big day for Jigs and Bigs. All right, folks, we did it. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I got the boat with me. So I'm gonna take a ride, and we're gonna splash this this new vessel, and I will show you guys what we're working with for the official Jigs and Bigs Deep V. We're just out here breaking her in. I had to try out the trolling motor, and first species in the boat, yellow perch, native fish. We're getting blown around, buddy, so I'm gonna let you go and get out of here. So I know I'm supposed to be warming up this engine, you know, and breaking it in and everything, but man, caught a real nice freaking largemouth here. Absolutely choked the Bronco blade. Is this, I don't want to speak too soon, but is this a sign of amazing things to come on this boat? I'm so fucking excited. This guy right here hurts because this is a white perch, and I'm willing to go, it hits the 8-inch minimum. But I got a boat today, so you know, what's the point? Well, here we are, guys. This is what I've been waiting on right here is the boat. This boat means a lot of stuff for Jigs and Bigs. It's gonna grow things for all the content, the podcast, the YouTube channel, obviously. This is gonna help. And also the network. Well, this boat is all about creating content and getting back to the thing I love most about fishing, which is the community. So I'm actually here at a body of water that I usually fish all the time in a kayak, and really there's no good reason for me to bring the boat in here, but I'm here because it's quiet. That's why. So that this way, hopefully this audio sounds better, and this is good for you guys. So like I said, this boat is really, the main point of this is content, you know. When I'm interviewing a guest, I'd love to be able to have the option to go and do an interview right here. Record with wireless mics, record the digital audio, all the sounds around us, and, you know, just, have an interview be a little bit more organic, like the way it is to fish with me. And that's part of the reason why I chose the boat that I did. So let's talk about what the boat is. The boat is it's a brand new, it's a 2024, it's a LUND Angler 1650, and it's a 1650 SS. That means it's got a side console. I didn't want to go with a tiller, but I did want to have as much open floor as possible. Like, why was it that I chose this boat? The main thing was the reputation that LUND has. LUND has a reputation in the boat world of being like the deep V hull. If you're going to buy one of these boats and you want it to last, and you want something that's versatile, they've got something in their lineup for you. The 1650 Angler does that because it has a wide enough beam to make it nice and stable and ideal for content. But also at the same time, it's short enough at 16 and a half feet where I can drop this in almost any body of water and be able to fish this. But I've got the versatility to go out on decent days on some really big water. You know, I probably wouldn't want to push this too much on like Champlain or one of the Great Lakes, when we've got, 25 mile an hour winds or anything crazy like that, maybe even 15 to tell you the truth. We'll go through a whole list and walkthrough of everything on here, but really that's what this boat is all about. It's all about getting back to that social side of fishing and fishing with people and having a good time, and part of that has to do with the podcast, with Jigs and Bigs, because it's kind of what it's always been about, a little bit anyway. I've already put a few fish in the boat. I fished with Paul. We did the slot limit tournament in this boat, and he managed to put one on the board. I didn't catch a bass at all. Everything else that we caught was either too large or not the right species. So, you know, there's that. I have caught a bunch of different species on here. This is actually my fourth send in the last few days. I've dropped it in twice today. I've learned early that Hudson, my Boston Terrier, is not going to be a boat dog. He just can't hang. All right, so we're gonna go bow to stern here and go over all of our features and what we're working with here. And I think you guys are gonna like what's going on. So up front, we do have a bow mounted trolling motor with a foot pedal. This is a Minn Kota Power Drive. It's a 55-pound thrust motor, and it moves pretty good. When I have it on 7, 8, or 9, or 10, and I try to move a little bit more to one side or the other, it's one of these things. It helps to pay attention. You'll notice that the floors here are all vinyl. Now this is the casting deck up front. What we've got for storage, we've got some battery storage right here. This is for trolling motor and everything. My charger's in there as well. We have a live well, which right now I'm just using as a cooler, so I'm probably never going to use this as a live well. I rarely do I keep fish, and when I do, I'll just bring a cooler specifically for that. Now this front storage is pretty slick. There's two spaces right here. I've got a space here that's holding a bunch of gear, my cover, a rod sleeve in there, my rope for when I'm launching solo, and then on the other side, you'll notice I've got, this is a little bit more cavernous right here, but this is open. It's a pass-through, so I can load some really large items in here. But I got some tackle. I got my reaction tackle bait binders, some Dark Horse tackle boxes. I got a Bass Mafia money bag in there with some good stuff. And then, of course, we've got a mount here so that I can put a seat. Now, I have been fishing a little Bill Dance style. I think it might actually make for an even better angle for video. So we'll show you the helm. Now, this right here is where the action happens. Now keep in mind, this is bone stock, and I'm going to explain some of the plans that we have moving forward, where this is going to go. And what we're dealing with at the console here is pretty cut and dry for the most part. LUND had gone and flattened out this console. I don't have any electronics on the boat right now, so I'm using this space right now just to keep, like, you know, pliers and my knife and line cutters and stuff, my marker, my identifier, stuff like that. You know, I pack that stuff up as I don't need it. You know, pretty basic. You got your steering wheel, all your switches. And then what's really nice is that there's USB power right here, USB-C down here, and then a standard USB A or B up here. And I'm actually powering my GoPro, and I'm using this clamp right now on the windshield just because it's like the best position right now. There's some other interesting stuff to come, but for right now, it definitely is going to do the job. You know, I also have here a 12-volt power as well. I could put a number of different accessories in there. There's a phone holder down here, which is pretty convenient. I've actually put my phone in there and completely forgot where my phone was, and it was just MIA. As we move back to the back end right here, I'm going to get on the back casting deck and show you guys. I have two seats right now. This cockpit chair and the passenger seat are exactly the same. It's just the mount that's a little bit different. This one has an adjustable slide, so for your height, you know, you can make things work. I've got rod storage right under here, but I'm not actually using this for rod storage. I've got my catch board in here. I've got some 3700 boxes because I don't think I'm going to be storing rods in here full time. I have rod storage over here as well, and you guys can see that right now I just have a bunch of rods lying down right back here, and to be perfectly honest, I think that's the best move for right now. I have more 3700 boxes. This rod locker actually will house up to, I think, an 8.5 foot length rod, which is pretty good. We do have a couple of cup holders, one right next to my backpack there, and then another one where my water bottle is. Taking a look at the rear casting deck. All right. You'll notice the obvious is that, yeah, there's a Bimini top here. I've got the Bimini top because this gets down to fishing with other folks and I want them to be comfortable. So if it means that the sun is a little bit too much. In fact, today, while I was out with Hudson, I put the Bimini top on for him, thinking maybe the shade might help him chill, and it did not. But it's easy to remove. I can easily take this out if I'm not going to use it for one reason or another. You'll notice that we are powered by a Mercury 4-stroke 50 horsepower outboard. This motor kind of rips. It moves this little boat pretty dang nicely. It does a good job. It is really nice with the key ignition versus the pull start. Some of the used stuff I was looking at was pull start. I've got 2 storage areas right over here. I've got this storage area, which is large enough for me to put another 6-gallon gas tank, but here I've got my PFDs, I've got my fire extinguisher, and there's room in there for other stuff should I need it. My gas tank is in this other one right here. So, it's pretty basic. Let's talk about the future. So, I hope you like it. I love this boat. I think this is exactly what I was looking for from the very beginning, as far as hull, size, as far as capability. I've said it a million times before, but the reason why I love the idea of a deep V platform is I compare it a lot to my vehicle, my 4Runner. It's a very capable vehicle. It can do a lot. You can count on it. It's the same thing here. It's not a very fast vehicle. They say that this will top out at 30 or 35. I believe it. I haven't pushed it. I'm still breaking it in, so I'm keeping it under 4,500 RPMs for the next handful of times that I'm out. But I 100% believe it, that it tops out at that. But for what I'm doing, that is fine. I'm not also fishing competitively at all. So for me, this just makes sense. As for the future, this is a little project boat. I got simple, it's a black finish on the outside with the traditional LUND angler graphics. It's actually really subtle. I like it a lot. With this boat, we're going to see some changes happening over the next handful of months into the next year, really. And this is all going to come into play with a partnership with John over at JCS Restoration. Now, JCS has a reputation of just doing amazing work, restoring all kinds of boats. I mean, you're talking about EV foam flooring, you're talking about trailer upgrades, trailer customization, you're talking about fully rigged electronics and lighting. There's plus, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. We're going to have John on the show, and we're going to talk about this because we plan on bringing you along for the ride. I want to share this experience of this boat sort of adapting and changing from something that's bone stock right now to something that's really sort of catered for what I'm doing. And it's not what you think. It's not about the fish. It's about, number one, showing off and testing some products, because we're going to give some great feedback on some stuff. But also, it's about creating a machine that's custom for content. So I'm going to be putting power in some very unique spots. I've got some ideas for some lighting to do some nighttime stuff. I'm talking catfishing, all kinds of things. And yes, there is going to be an upgrade to the trolling motor. Your boy has got to have spot lock. It's got to happen. And we're going to fool around and see what we can come up with. Now, there are actually going to be some trailer mods that are going to happen as well. And so, as well as some design on the boat. Of course, we want to represent Jigs and Bigs, and we want to represent JCS. But I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to Matt over at Hank's Marine in Cherry Valley, Leicester, Massachusetts. Man, I had the best experience buying this boat over here, and when I tell you guys that they made it super easy, they had excellent advice, and they took my weird sort of needs for what I needed in a vessel and applied it to this right here, I think this is the best move. So thank you to Matt. Thank you to the entire staff over there at Hanks Marine. They were absolutely fantastic. If you're in the area and you're looking, especially if you're looking to buy a Lund, they're your go-to guys right there. Go to Hanks, check it out. As for Lund itself, I've been drinking the Lund Kool-Aid lately, and I've realized that the owners of these boats love these boats, and it's a generational thing. Lund's an American company. They're made right in Minnesota, and they cater toward fishermen, anglers. They really do. It's fishing first, and a boat like this, I can take my wife and my kids and we can go for a cruise or something, to go see the fireworks or something like that. But at the same time, this is going to make it great so that I can bring my close friends that I've had for years, or folks that I just will never get into a kayak, whether it be out of fear of the kayak or whatever it might be. This is a great way to go ahead and give them that fishy experience with me. So, and expect to see some traveling too. That's really the other part of this, is that I really still have the bug to get out and travel. So in the winter, I'm looking to do at least a couple of trips where I go down south, where I've got access to open water, can get out there and catch them. And hopefully you guys will come along for the ride, and leave some comments of your feedback. Should I leave this as bone stock as I can? Should I get really crazy with it? What do you guys think? And if you have any questions about directions that I might take it, go ahead in the comments and leave those comments down there. I'd love to find out what you're thinking as far as where the future of this boat goes. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for checking out this video. Do me a solid and like this video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it, that's fine. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. We are growing by subscribers a few at a time. It seems like every day, we have a few more subscribers, which is awesome. Subscribe to the channel, guys. It helps out. First off, gives you an alert if you hit the notification bell when I drop a new video. And also, it helps me kind of like motivate me to keep some stuff going, knowing that the channel is still growing. So I appreciate you guys. You're absolutely awesome. I can't wait for you to see what the future has for Bobby Roast Beef and the Jigs and Bigs podcast in his Lund Angler 1650. I am so stoked, guys. Have yourself a good one. We'll see you next time.